Another case that is important to understanding gun control in America is McDonald versus Chicago. Roughly 2 years after the ruling of DC versus Heller took place, the Supreme Court ruled that there must be a universal understanding of the Second Amendment language across local, state, and federal governments. Otis McDonald, a Chicago resident, felt that carrying a gun was necessary to the safety of him and his family, and felt that Chicago's restrictive laws were unconstitutional. Previously, Chicago laws prohibited residents from keeping handguns, and many people like Otis felt that this violated the Second Amendment. When they heard the ruling of D.C. vs. Heller that confirmed the individual rights theory of the Second Amendment, Chicago residents wondered, does the Due Process Clause require these rulings to be incorporated into individual states? Was the D.C. vs. Heller case valid? The answer to these questions is simple: yes. The Supreme Court ultimately agreed that the Second Amendment does apply at the state and local levels, and that the decisions made in D.C. vs. Heller, while potentially unclear, are in line with the Constitution. It was decided that the 14th Amendment, requiring due process, makes the Second Amendment for the purpose of self-defense valid in Chicago. Although Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Sonia Sotomayor, Stephen Breyer, and John Paul Stevens did dissent, there was still a majority rule. McDonald versus the City of Chicago remains a crucial historical case in the argument over gun control, and their exploration of the Second and 14th Amendments provide great examples of the living Constitution.